everyone, and welcome back to your Channel 99 News. I'm your host, Dalton Callan.
And I'm Ryan Connors.
And today we will bring you your latest in news, sports, and segments.
Climate change can make your plane ride significantly bumpier. That's according to researchers at Britain's University of Reading. They say as the Earth warms from climate change, turbulence will grow in the second half of this century, primarily on routes between North America and Europe. But why would that happen? Researchers say climate change will result in a stronger jet stream, and that in turn means rapid changes in air movement speed and directions, what's commonly known as turbulence. Researchers predict under this scenario, severe turbulence would increase by nearly 150%. The findings were published in the journal Advances in Atmospheric Sciences.
The Hazleton Area High School, the district, will be having their annual gallery night this Monday, May 8th. All schools will have the opportunity for all parents to see their kids' work throughout the year.
The dance team will be holding their dance showcase this Saturday at the Hazleton Area High School. The dance team will be performing many type of different dances, so come out and support the dance team this Saturday.
There is a new attendance law in Pennsylvania. Dr. Butler broke the news during the community outreach program on Tuesday night. The new law that goes into effect next school year states that you can only miss 6 school days. And after 3, you will get a notice and you will be put in an attendance program with Child Protective Services. And if you keep missing school, if you are 15 years or older, you'll be hit with a $300 fine. And if you are under 15, your parents will be hit with the fine.
The United Way is having a food drive to resupply on food for their pantry so they can keep helping feeding needy families in the local area. So help out the United Way by donating food to them on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Hey everybody! Heart disease affects 1 in every 3 women in America, but you can fight back. There's no time to lose. Mothers, sisters, daughters, families, and friends, it's time to shout louder, stand stronger, and demand change. Let's go!
To the Batmobile! Dang it.
To the invisible jet!
Dang it.
Together, we can put an end to heart disease. It's time to go red for women. I could use your help. Yeah! Learn more from the American Heart Association at www.goredforwomen.org.
Hi everyone, I'm welcome good at back my to set. Sports Journalism. Now I know it's been a long time, but we are back. So for the rest of the year, there will be just top 5 lists. So a new topic every week. So this week we'll be discussing the top 5 transfer rumors for the summer window in soccer. Before I start, do not blame me if these transfers do not happen, as they are just rumors. So let's get into the countdown. Now at number 5 is Blaise Matuidi from PSG to Manchester United. Now this is from the Express in the United Kingdom, so take this as a rumor. But they say Manchester United is preparing to offer £30 million to Paris Saint-Germain for Blaise Matuidi. Now they say Matuidi wants to link up with his countryman Paul Pogba. Now at number 4 is Everton star man Romelu Lukaku to Liverpool. Now this one is from the Daily Star, a credible source. So again, don't blame me if these don't happen, they are just rumors. So back to number 4. So Liverpool legend Robbie Fowler said that Jurgen Klopp is in discussions to sign the Everton star man Romelu Lukaku to help Liverpool compete for the title next year. Now the fee was not discussed, but I expect it to be around £80 million. Now at number 3 is Manchester United star goalkeeper David De Gea to Real Madrid. Now, this is from Marca.com, a Spanish website. Now, if you are a soccer fan, you know all about this transfer issue. Back in 2015, De Gea almost was at Real Madrid, but a late fax stopped it from happening. But now De Gea can go for £70 million, which would be a world record for a goalkeeper. Now at number 2 is Man United's planned replacement for De Gea, and it's a shock name, and it's from the Sun, the source is, and the name is Joe Hart. Now I know they say Joe wants to come to Old Trafford, so if the deal happens, Hart would be another rival player to go to Manchester United. The rumor fee for Hart is at £30 million. Now at number 1 is Spurs star right back Kyle Walker to Man City for an undisclosed fee. Now this one is from the Telegraph. Now they say that Man City is looking for an upgrade at right back, and they think Walker can be their man. Well, that's all for me. Tune in next time for more sports journalism.
What is up, everybody? I am Sam Colon with this week's Cinema Spotlight.
They think they're here to read some classic Star Wars lines for a video celebrating the 40th anniversary. But what they don't know is that I'll be their surprise co-star. In other words, it's a trap.
Luke is at it again to promote the latest Star Wars Force for Change fundraiser, in which donors get a shot unique movie-related prizes. Mark Hamill dropped in to surprise some super fans.
Luke, I am your father.
No, that's impossible! You can't be Dad Vader!
How are you, man?
For thousands of generations, the gunslingers were knights. Sworn to protect us from the coming of the dark.
The web's gone wild over the first trailer for The Dark Tower, based on the best-selling Stephen King novels. Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey star in the action-adventure, which opens August 4th.
Crew, put your seatbelts on!
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 opens Friday, but that's not the only place you can catch Chris Pratt this weekend. The actor also stars in his very own comic book, the latest in Tidal Wave's famed biography series. In print or online, you can trace Pratt's rise to stardom in a comic as his latest movie based on a comic hits theaters. That's it for this week's Cinema Spotlight. I'm Sam Colon. See you in the theaters.
Hi guys, welcome back to Channel 99, Bctv News Sports. I'm your host, Ryan Connery. We're going to start by talking about the NBA playoffs, as that was one of the biggest things of this past month in sports news. I'm going to start with the series Washington versus Boston. I said it was going to be the best series of the NBA playoffs. It probably has lived up to the hype. After Wizards going down 1-0, blowing the lead in the first game, they came back in the second game very strong, but once again blew that lead in that fourth quarter, sent to overtime, and the Celtics took it again to go up 2-0. Also in the East, the Cavs are up 2-0 on the Toronto Raptors. Toronto is showing really no fight at all. They're going to have to do something at home to prove that they're worthy to be in this series. Many thought Milwaukee would give them a better fight, but we'll see what Toronto can do. In the West Coast, San Antonio versus Houston. Houston completely annihilated, to many surprise, they annihilated the Spurs in Game 1. Spurs came back and took a demanding win in Game 2. It goes to Houston next. We'll see what happens in that one. And then also in the West, Golden State up 2-0, as everyone believed it would be, on the Utah Jazz. It goes to Utah now. I'm going to take Golden State probably in 5. I'll give Utah 1 at home, but don't expect much from that series. Also, another big news story in the past month is the NFL Draft. Many were hyping it up in the beginning, and it lived up to that hype. As probably the main stories is that the Chicago Bears took a quarterback with their second pick. They traded up for the second pick and took the quarterback out of North Carolina. Many thought this was a weird pick because they just got Tom Savage. So it's kind of surprising that they took him. Many Bears fans are disappointed. They could have filled a much more needed roles on the team with that pick. They decide not to. Also in the NFL draft, I'm going to tell you what I think was the best pick of the draft. I'm going to go with Leonard Fournette to the Jacksonville Jaguars. While he might not be the best player in the draft, that was definitely the best pick by a team that really filled in a role. They haven't had a good, healthy, young running back in a while, the Jacksonville Jaguars. So now they have a very young team, young quarterback, young wides, young defense, and now young running back. If they don't make the playoffs next year, I would have to blame it on management or coaching staff. We'll see what happens. And that's all the time I have for today. I'm your sports host, Ryan Connors, and may the 4th be with you.
Hey everyone, welcome to Channel 99 with your daily and weekly weather forecast. I'm Julie Medina. The current condition is mostly cloudy at 52 degrees, nearly the same as yesterday. Today's overall forecast will have a high of 61 and low of 41. Record temperature was a high of 90 set back in 1913 and a low of 30 set back in 2002. And for your 7-day forecast, Friday, high 60, low 48. Saturday, high 56 and a low 48. Sunday, high 52, low 32. Monday, high 48, low 33. Wednesday, high 58, low 41. Thursday, high 60 and a low with 44. Thank you all for watching. I'm Julie Medina, and see you all next time.
Tune in next week for more segments, news, sports, and more.
And happy Star Wars Day.
May the 4th be with you.